Hi and welcome to day 5 of my 30 days learning to hack challenge. Alright, in this day 5 we're going to be looking at permissions. A little story. It took me a while to actually understand permissions and understand, in fact, everything about permissions. But I'm glad I have finally gotten a grasp of it. So I'm going to be sharing with you, and I'll also be sharing the challenges I face and all of that. So let's get into it. So every file in Linux has permissions already. They have some permissions, and then we are going to see how to check. First of all, we are going to see how to check for permissions for files. So let's say in this directory where I am, desktop, I have, okay, sorry, I am in 30 days challenge directory, and then there is a file called day4. Okay, let me just quickly create another file called day5. Let me just create it. So remember how we created a file earlier? Use touch day5. So if I ls this, you're gonna see day4, day5. Alright, so we have two files already in it. So let us check for the permissions of day4. To do that, you list out and then you use the flag long. I told you the flag long shows other details about a particular file. So if you just do ls el, it's going to show us the permission of these two, or permission of every file that is inside of this directory, every file and every directory. If that I had another directory inside of this 30 days challenge, remember 30 days challenge is a folder. Look at it here. But in Linux, the word directory is used more often. Okay, so don't miss it. Don't mix it up. All right, so 30 days challenge, this is it. This is my desktop, so I have this. So inside of this 30 days challenge, we have two files, day4 and day5. So if I just do ls-l, it's going to show me every detail about day4 and day5, about every content, about everything that is inside of this challenge, this folder right here. But if I specify that I want to see only the detail of that of day4, it's going to do this for me. So this is it. It's telling me that first, let me break down this first. Like I said, it took me a while to understand this. Okay, so first of all, this means that it is a regular file. The first hyphen you see here is a regular file. The first hyphen you see here means it is a regular file. If it wasn't a regular file, it was a directory, you would have seen D here. If it was a link, you would have seen L here. But this hyphen shows that it's a regular file. Alright, so the next thing is that this regular file has, for the owner, now this section is for users. The first 1, 2, 3 is owner. 1, 2, 3 is group. 1, 2, 3 is other users. So for the owner has the right to read this file, write to this file, and no, it doesn't have execution rights to this file. The group permission, sorry, no, I don't want to copy. The group permission is only read. There is no write. The groups cannot write to the file, neither can they execute. Then other users can only read too. They cannot write to the file, neither can they execute. So it's usually RWX, RWX, RWX. So the first RWX is for the owner, next RWX is for group, next RWX is for other users. So with this, you already know that the owner has only two permissions. He can read the file and and write to the file, cannot execute. That is why there is nothing here. Don't mistake this. This other one shows that this is a regular file. If it was a directory, you would have seen a D, or if it was a link, you would have seen an L. All right. So rw dash rw empty means that this person or the owner of this file has the read and write permission, cannot execute. Then the next three is for group. So the groups in this system have read, only read permission, no write, neither is there execute. Then other users, only read permission, no write, neither is there execute. Okay, all right. So let's move on to see how to let's move on to something else. Very quick, very quick. So the next thing we want to see now, I want to add permission to, I want to add and execute permission to this owner. All right, remember I said the first 1, 2, 3 for owner. Permissions are in 3 groups: owner, group, and user. First 1, 2, 3 owner, 1, 2, 3 group, 1, 2, 3 user. So I want to add execute permission to this guy, to the owner right now. So I am going to use the keyword. To do that, the keyword chmod is used. Chmod is used. So after that, you see for the owner, I'm adding, that is why I'm using plus. I'm adding, that is why I'm using plus. These are symbols. O represents owner, plus represents adding. So the X represents execute. So I am adding execute write to this guy. So I'm adding execute permission to this guy. And then on what file? Day4 file. All right. So I'll run that. So let's see now. Let's see ls -l day4. Let's see if it has. Okay. It still doesn't have yet. All right. Let me see how best to do that. Let me try another way. Okay, it actually worked. If you notice, if I do that, okay, let me do it again. ls sorry, day4. It actually worked. I was the one that made a mistake. The mistake I made was O is for others, not owner. Please forgive me. O is for others. So if you notice, it added the X to others. So this is RW, this is owner, which is very correct, owner. This is group, this is others. But this owner uses the symbol U. Symbol U, not, I switched it, I used it the other way around. I said this is O, this is G, this is U. No, this is U, this is G, this is O. Others, user, which is the owner, user, group, others. So I did this thinking it will add here, but it added here. If you can see, this is it. This is the response. I thought I made a mistake. I had to look at it closely again. So we are on the right track. We did the right thing. So now let me add it to here. This was where I wanted to add it to initially. So I'm going to do chmod U, please, U, not O. U, user. O is others. So just understand that that user means he's the owner. All right. Okay. So X day4. So if I ls, yes, that right has been added. So I will remove this from here. I'll remove this from here. So to do that, this is how you go about it. The same thing, mod O minus X. Minus means I want to remove day4. So if I run that O now, take note, O is for others. So if I run this, you see that it doesn't have it again. All right. Next method on changing permissions I want to show us is numeric mode. Okay, so first off, you need to understand that R has represents the number 4. Read represents number 4. Write represents number 2. Then X represents number 1. So if you add 4 plus 2 plus 1, you have 7. So in this case, you can say that the U here has 7. Using numeric mode, you can say the U here has 7. R, remember 4. W is 2, then X is 1. But since it's only R here, 4, then in this place, R is 4, W is 2, then X is 1. But since there's no W, so 4 plus 1, 5. So you say this is 7, 4, 5. So I'm going to show us how to represent it. This is 4, 2, 1, which is 7. 4, 0, 0, which is 4. 4, 0, 0, which is 4. So this is 7, 4, 4 for this particular section. So I'm going to show us how to change permissions using the numeric mode. All right. So let's say change. What am I typing? HMOD. Now if I say already this is 744. So if I want to say this is, if I want to already, this is 7 for user, 4 for group, 4 for others. So if I want to make this, say I want to add execute to the group. I want to add execute to the group and then leave this one at what it is right now. Leave it at only read. So I can say 7 execute added to this one, to this read, which is 4. Execute is 1, added to this 4 is 5. Then this last guy is 4. So I can call that. I have done that. Then day 4. I run. So let's see ls-l. Let's see if our group will carry R and X. Okay, let's do this again. Day 4. Yes, our group carries R and X. So you can see now. Okay, so let's say if I want to add write to this one, to this user, sorry, to this other section, other category. So I'll just say 7, 5, then W is 2, so 4 plus 2 is 6. Day 4. So let's see what this will give us. All right, so you can see that it added the W. So just know that R is 4, W is 2, X is 1. Okay, so this is the numeric mode of changing permissions. I just hope that this tutorial was helpful. Let me know in the comment section how it went. All right, bye. See you in the 6.